weather alert.
Emergency bushfire warning is still out for one bushfire in Tasmania, and major flooding is occurring in northern Queensland. Let's have a look at these bushfires because they are still out of control. The Great Pine Tier Fire is now about 37,000 hectares in size. It flared up on Friday with dangerous fire weather, but it's been burning for over 11 days now. There was severe fire danger on Friday with gusty conditions and gusty winds. And conditions have calmed down, but this fire is still out of control. With high fire danger today, the fire will be difficult to control. The emergency warning, the Central Plateau, but there's also a number of watch and acts for this particular fire, and two other fires are burning in southwestern Tasmania with watch and act alerts out for those fires as well. Let's talk through the emergency warning for the Great Pine Tier Fire, the Central Plateau of Tasmania. The areas that are at high risk within the next 2 to 4 hours: Lake Echo, Wadamana, south of Shannon, Mount Hay, Stockyard Flats, and all of the areas in between. Now, the watch and acts associated with this same fire, the Great Pine Tier Fire on the Central Plateau: Steps, Barrentia, Shannon areas, Bronte Park, Pine Tier Lagoon, and London Lakes. And another fire which we've been keeping track of is the River Road Tahoon fire in the southwest of Tasmania. The alert areas are Castle Forbes Bay, Geeveston, Port Huon, Cairns Bay and Waterloo. And another fire, Gel River Fire, a watch and act alert is out for Maydena, Taina, Mountfield and National Park. Now, conditions are going to worsen on Wednesday, but in the meantime, there's high fire danger where all of those fires are burning, and across the east, we have very high fire danger for the north and also eastern regions today of Tasmania. If you want more information on the fires burning in Tasmania, please call 1800 000 699, or you can visit fire.tas.gov.au. There was also an emergency bushfire warning for a fire burning out of control 30 minutes north of Perth yesterday in Jandabup. Now, this fire is at advice level now. It is being controlled, but there is very high fire danger for the area today for the west coast as a result of very hot conditions. Perth's on track to reach a top of 35 degrees today. All right, let's take a look elsewhere in the country. We have this big band of cloud associated with a low-pressure trough, which is shifting towards the east. And, of course, there is Riley over there about the northwest. And here we have a low-pressure system and also the monsoon trough. And we've got some very heavy rainfall happening in the north tropical coast of Queensland. In fact, Cairns, you've had your heaviest rainfall in a decade now. You've picked up over 270 millimetres of rain since 9 a.m. yesterday. And this is what the Mossman River has been looking like. Flooding, dangerous conditions do continue for the Mossman River. Let's have a look at the rainfall on the radar. You can see just how heavy that rain was. We saw a huge amount of rain at Cairns over the course of this rain event. We've also seen over half a metre of rainfall for one area in the Daintree, and the Daintree River is at major flood levels. In fact, it peaked at 12.6 metres overnight at about 11:55 p.m. last night. It has dropped, though, to just over 10 metres, but still at major flood levels. But the major flood levels is actually a record flood level, because last time the maximum was 12.4 metres, and that was in 1901. That's quite some time ago. Innisfail's picked up 130 millimetres since 9 a.m. and Townsville 26.2 metres. Now, in terms of the flooding, the flood levels are continuing to recede and showers are expected, but by this afternoon we should see the Daintree River at Daintree Village drop below major flood levels, which is 9 metres for that particular area. All right, let's have a look at this severe weather warning. Heavy rainfall expected throughout this region today and into tomorrow as well. Moving further south, heavier rainfall with thunderstorms. And also north of Townsville, this morning we could see some gusty winds, damaging wind gusts in excess of 90 kilometres per hour with thunderstorm activity. If you do need assistance with storm damage, contact the SES. Their numbers 132500. In an emergency, always dial 000.